So now that we have the new Galaxy Tab S6 Lite 2024 edition, which is a little better than the previous two versions, but is it enough to beat the Galaxy Tab S9 FE? Well, let's talk about it. Not a huge surprise, but the Tab S9 FE is the more expensive tablet, starting at $450. Normal price of the S6 Lite is $329, but it's currently on sale for $249 on Amazon as of this video. But I'll leave a link down below with current pricing and more information on both tablets because the price is always changing. The Tab S6 Lite still starts out with 64 gigabytes of storage, where the S9 FE starts at 128, so you are going to get better storage options with the S9 FE. The screen size is still 10.4 inch for the Tab S6 Lite with 1200 by 2000 resolution, and the S9 FE has a little larger 10.9 inch display at 1440 by 2304 resolution. One of the biggest differences is going to be the screen quality, which you'll notice when you put these next to each other. The Tab S9 FE also appears to be a little bit brighter than the S6 Lite and just looks a little more vibrant with a little better contrast. The new Tab S6 Lite also seems to have the same screen bleed issue as my 2022 version. Maybe not quite as bad though. The S9 FE has a slight advantage with it being 90 Hz refresh rate versus 60 for the Tab S6 Lite. Another advantage for the S9 FE is you have a fingerprint scanner right on the power button, which is something you normally don't see on a more budget-friendly tablet, and that's the case with the new Tab S6 Lite. Build quality is going to be a little different with the S9 FE being a little more boxy on the edges or squared off, which does look a little more modern than the curved edges on the Tab S6 Lite, but I feel like both have pretty good build quality for the price. Kind of nice that you can get the new mint color on the Tab S6 Lite. One advantage for the S9 FE is you have the pogo pins on the bottom if you want to use their official keyboard, where you don't have that option with the S6 Lite. Not a huge surprise when it comes to battery life. The 2024 Tab S6 Lite lasted the same 7.5 hours in my battery drain test versus a slightly less 7 hours for the S9 FE. Obviously, there's a lot of variables when it comes to battery life, but I feel like you can't go wrong with either. Considering it's this close, you should have plenty of power to get through a day or two of mixed usage, even more if you turn the screen brightness down. One other advantage for the S9 FE is you get 45 watt fast charging versus only 15 watts for the Tab S6 Lite. When it comes to the software, these two are going to be pretty similar. You have the Edge panel over on the side with shortcuts. You've got the choice of Google Discover or Samsung Free left of the home screen. You also have the option of the new Samsung DeX or the classic version. Probably going to be personal preference, but I definitely prefer classic over the new Samsung DeX. It just feels like a more PC experience versus just having floating windows and the new Samsung DeX. And probably one of the best parts is the S Pen is included on both tablets. Plus, you don't have to charge the S Pen on either tablet, which you have to do on the more expensive Galaxy tablets. Nice thing on the S9 FE, you've got a spot on the back to attach the pen, or you can only attach it on the side for the S6 Lite. You've also got Samsung DeX on both tablets. Just keep in mind, neither of these have video out, so you can't just use an HDMI adapter to connect it to an external monitor or TV like you can on the Tab S9 series. You can still do it wireless, just not with a cable. As far as which one gets more software updates, you would think the Tab S6 Lite since it's newer, but the S9 FE is only 6 months old now, so I don't feel like you can go wrong with either one as far as software updates. But considering the price of the Tab S6 Lite, I don't know, it depends on how long you're going to keep this tablet. Considering a new one comes out every couple of years, you could probably trade this in or sell it once the 2026 or 2028 version comes out and still be ahead of what you would have paid for the S9 FE. So probably comes down to personal preference. Performance-wise, these are actually closer than I thought they would be, considering the price difference. As shown here in the Geekbench scores, both are going to be powerful enough for most things you would need to do. You'll just notice things move a little smoother or faster on the Tab S9 FE when doing some multitasking or gaming. And when it comes to gaming, you'll notice things are going to be similar between these two. The S9 FE is going to have a little better gaming performance, plus some games are going to load faster and have better graphics and frame rates versus the Tab S6 Lite, but I think most people will enjoy gaming regardless of which one you go with. One advantage for the S6 Lite is you still have a headphone jack where you don't get that on the S9 FE, but you've got one speaker on each side for both tablets, and they both have Dolby Atmos. They sound pretty good on the S6 Lite, but when it's right next to the S9 FE, it's pretty obvious the S9 FE sounds a little bit louder. Here's a quick sample just to give you an idea of what they sound like. When it comes to cameras, you've got a 12 megapixel ultra wide on the front of the S9 FE versus only 5 megapixels on the S6 Lite. The front facing camera is on the long edge for the S9 FE, or it's on the short end for the Tab S6 Lite. And then an 8 megapixel rear facing camera on both tablets. I feel like you could use either one for a Zoom meeting or other video conference call, and they both have decent quality as far as photo and videos go, but here's a quick sample of each just to give you an idea of what to expect. So as you can see, the Tab S6 Lite 2024 edition has some good things going for it, but it's pretty obvious. The advantages you get with the S9 FE probably will come down to if you need those extra features or if you want to save money. I feel like this new Tab S6 Lite might still be a good option for some out there. If you don't have either tablet, it's a pretty easy choice in my opinion, but if you already have the S6 Lite 2022, it might not be a big enough upgrade to switch to the newer version. I would say though, if you have the 2020 model, this 2024 edition might be just enough to upgrade. But if you like tablets, phones, and other tech, I've got a ton of new stuff that I'm working on, so you'll want to keep an eye out for those upcoming videos.
So if you've made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful. This is Brian from Fishbee Productions. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.